Hi, brother teacher. I want to share maybe not a story, but an alleged event that took place or may have taken place back in the 70s. One that I was too young to be aware of at the time or witness. But one of my martial arts instructors, and I have had many over the years, but one of my core martial arts instructors in Tong Soo, Taekwondo, and boxing. He claimed back in the 70s, when I began as a student under him and a few others, that he beat the kickboxing champion, Bill Super Foot Wallace. I didn't know much about Bill Wallace at the time, and being a youth, teenager, I took it for face value, and I believed what he said. I beat the Superfoot Bill Wallace guy in a match, and I was cheated. They stole the fight from me. I don't know what that meant then, and these many years later, I still don't understand what it means. But he's been ranting on about this for 40 plus years. And I feel sorry for him in this regard. Let me say this before I go any further. I'm not going to mention his name. If it ever comes out, it won't be because I mentioned it. It'll be because he may have watched this video when I'm done, or someone that knows him may watch the video and then inform him. But I've said this on some occasions to him. Why don't you say something about it? But what I was going to say a moment ago was that I have the utmost respect for my instructor, and I would never do anything to openly disgrace or embarrass my former instructor, or anyone for that matter. I have no reason, no purpose in doing anything like that. But I do like to shed light on subjects that I feel like matter on some level. Some people just can't let go. This is me. I believe after 40 years of saying that you beat someone and you say that you were cheated, why haven't you stepped up? Why haven't you publicized this? Why haven't you gone to the papers, the magazines, YouTube, or some other social media outlet and voiced your feelings or your anguish, whatever the case is? Why haven't you done this? So it makes me wonder, and it makes me doubt that it ever really occurred. Yes, he did have a sparring match with Bill Wallace. I did see the picture of that they actually did compete. What did they compete in? I don't know if it was a point tournament or a demonstration or charity thing. I don't know, but they did actually have that. So why the discussion about Bill Wallace won unfairly or that you were cheated? I don't get that. It seems to me that you should have addressed that then, 40 plus years ago. And what's really remarkably interesting to me is that I've been with Bill Wallace on a couple of occasions in a stretching seminar, and also in a seminar that I was scheduled to teach along with Bill Wallace teaching somewhere separate from me, amongst many other instructors in the Hall of Fame many years ago. And I told my instructor that Bill Wallace was going to be at this place. He never came. He just said okay. Why didn't he go and address this with Bill Wallace in a respectful and dignified way? He never did. And there was another occasion that I told him that Bill Wallace was going to be in town or near our city. He never went to that either. So I don't get that. My thing is this, and it's the same as the story about Grandmaster Victor Moore beating Bruce Lee in a speed contest. Now, we all see the video. We all know what we see when we watch the video. It is clear that Master Moore didn't block Bruce Lee's punch or back fist, whatever it was. It's clear. That's the video. So why would Master Moore be upset with me or anyone else when they say that it didn't happen, when we're looking at a video that shows that it did happen the way we saw it? Now, when you begin to talk about things being tampered with, or there's another tape and so forth, why hasn't that come to light? We'll stop there. Now, getting back to my instructor, and I beat Bruce Lee. And by the way, my instructor was under Grandmaster Moore's tutelage back in the 70s. It's one of his teachers. So, back to my instructor. If you beat Bill Wallace, then why did you not get the recognition for beating Bill Wallace during the 70s or whenever that was? Why is Bill Wallace a wealthy man? He's written several books on stretching and kicking. He's done several videos on stretching and kicking. He has been in many interviews. He's been in full contact karate matches and a champion of kickboxing. And then he's even been in some movies. He was in a movie, I believe, with Jackie Chan. Meals on Wheels, I believe it was. Now, he's done all of this stuff and built a career. And my instructor didn't do that at all. This is not beating up on him. This is telling the truth. By comparison, Bill Wallace has exceeded whatever he did in the very beginning of his career when he started out in judo and then went on to kickboxing. So why didn't my instructor do that? And I'm not beating up on him again. I'm just simply saying, you can't say that you were cheated if you all were about balanced or level, and Wallace went on to success and fame, and you didn't. It sounds to me like it's a blame game, and you felt like it should have been you. Even if you got a point in or two in this match, it doesn't mean that you beat the person. If it was fair, then Bill Wallace got his just deserves. If it was unfair, then it should have been brought forward at that time. Even if it was something that was sanctioned, it should have been done legally during that time, if it happened. So what I feel is this: he needs to let it go. He just simply needs to let it go. Because if you haven't got any recognition for over 40 years, you just really need to let it go. And I've heard him make a statement from time to time, so my story's going to be told, it's going to come out. It's taken 40 years for it to come out. If it happened, then you should have spoke out then. And all of the recognition that you have received in the martial arts, and he's a great instructor in martial arts and even a boxer. If it happened, you should have said something about it and then done something about it. It's a little too late now. I just wanted to share this with you. If something happens to you wrongfully in life, and you know that you're not responsible for what happened to you, speak out right now. It's like these rape allegations with Bill Cosby and various other celebrities, and these people who were supposedly victims come out 20, 30, 40 years later saying, well, yeah, he raped me. Why now? Why are you bringing this out now? Why did you not address that issue then when it occurred? There's no reason to allow decades to pass and then all of a sudden you speak up. So that's my take on what my instructor has told me about him beating Bill Wallace. Bill Wallace deserves his accolades from what he's accomplished in the martial arts. My instructor deserves his as well. But don't hate on the man that has went on to glory, if you will, as far as his martial arts career is concerned. You need to question, why didn't you? Outside of that, I'm not going to base my whole career or life in martial arts on one incident that took place 40 years ago. I'm going to continue to move, keep stepping, keep progressing, and getting better at what I do in my own right. Not blame somebody else for me not being successful today because they are. This is Brother Teacher. So you let me know what you think about this situation, and I have done this in a very respectful way. In case there are some haters out there, and there's always trolls and haters out there, they're going to say, well, you know, so-and-so talked about you. They don't read things line upon line, precept upon precept. They want to find something wrong with everything that you say. I don't care how respectful you are and present it. They don't care about that. They're trying to destroy you. So I don't care about those people. I only care about those people who care about justice. You know, that's it. And that's all. Let me know if you've experienced anything like this, or at least minimally let me know what you think about this story that I just shared with you. Should he let it go, or should he keep on sulking in it? I'm out.